Hey Beef Snobs, it's Ed Link, Chief Beef Snob at Barham's Ozark Beef, and we just got back from our annual, actually it's our very first ever Barham's Ozark Beef Retreat. We took the family up to Branson, Missouri, stayed at a little Airbnb there, went to Silver Dollar City, and man, we spent a lot of time on celebrating. We just finished our third year in business, which, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, if you get past year 3, that's a big deal. Now that 3 to 5 is a big deal. And then be it 5 years and beyond, hopefully we're smooth sailing at that point. That's a big deal for us. I mean, we didn't know what we were getting into back in 2019, and for us to be celebrating 3 years is a big deal. We're also reflecting a lot on how amazing our customers have been and continue to be. The progress we've seen from our business going from what we started as, which wasn't much, to where we are now. And then also what the future looks like. I mean, we're so excited about the progress from start to now. Now it's okay, what's next? What are we doing from here on out? And it's hard to know what that looks like because you don't know what the future holds. So it's exciting to talk about. So we had a really good weekend talking about the business. You know, we went out and had fun. We went to Silver Dollar City. You know, my daughter Catalina, who's 6, was just going nuts the whole time. I rode some roller coasters, and it was fun at the time, and then the next day I felt like I was in a train wreck. So I don't know what that's all about. I guess I'm getting old, but so just a couple highlights I wanted to go through and share with all you beef snobs out there, because I know you guys have shown a lot of interest in our business and our progress. You know, fortunately, a lot of you like the beef, so that's awesome as well. So I want to share with you guys what we're doing to keep you guys in the know of what's happening at Barham's Ozark Beef and beefsnob.com. So a couple things. One, you know, one of the things we implemented probably a month or 2 ago is the new order form. So in the past, when you'd order a quarter beef or a half beef, you would have to call, or I would call you, and we'd be on the phone for 20-30 minutes going through an order sheet that you couldn't see. You couldn't see the cuts, and so you're just basically going on the description I made of those cuts, hoping that it was the right thing for you. With this order form, you can do it on your own time, at your own pace. There's pictures that show what those different cuts are, and so far I've had good feedback from it. I hope if there's any negative feedback, you guys let me know so I can make adjustments to it. But we're trying to make this easier for you, and then for us, we would then take that information and put it on the form we would normally fill out, which the processor uses. And so I feel like it streamlined the process a little bit, but also gave you your space to make your decisions. And of course, we're always available to help you. So that's been a big help, I think, with streamlining the process for those ordering bulk beef. The new Beef Snob logo. So we hired Whitley Cochran, who's a psychology major at UCA, but she also has a background in art. And so we're talking about the Beef Snob, you know, shirts, like what can we do different this year? And she created this design, and we're like, man, that's really good, really good. And then my wife had an idea of doing something with that design to make it a little bit more unique to Arkansas. And then we had Pete Bella from Twist Creative here in Conway make it an official logo that we can then put on t-shirts and hoodies. And so I'm hoping to actually get the artwork back today from the t-shirt company so that we can start promoting that. So we'll have it printed and ready for you in time, made for you in time before Christmas. We think you'll really like this logo, so stay tuned. The new referral program. So we are realizing how much of our business comes from current beef snobs talking to potential beef snobs. And we need to reward all you guys for all the help you've given us. And so I'm working on a plan. So we use WordPress for the website, and then WooCommerce for our e-commerce platform. And there's I know there's probably a couple plugins where we can create referral codes that's specific to you for the lead that you provided us, you know, for someone that bought a quarter beef. We want to reward you for that. So probably something along the lines of 5% off your next order. And then you can bank the ones, so we probably don't let you use one per time because we still need to actually make money. And it's hard for us to do that if we give away too much, but we want to make sure we're rewarded and also allow us to keep, you know, funded and doing what we're doing. So we think that referral program would be a big help for you guys and also for us, because we're not a big company. We don't have like a sales team going out. If I've got a few minutes to make some phone calls, I will, but I mean, that's pretty much it. So we do rely a lot on our marketing, and then really a lot on our beef snobs. And so thank you so much for all the referrals you provided us, and we're going to reward you soon with the referral program. Some of you haven't heard a word I've said because you're looking at this word right here, pork. So we have talked about raising pigs for over a year now. Charlie's bought all the equipment and the materials he needs to build out the pens for the pigs. And so, next step would be to figure out the processing, who our partner's going to be on that. We've used Cypress Valley for our beef. I hope they've got room for us on pork. We just don't know yet. So there's a lot more to come on this, but Charlie's dead set on it. If we had enough beef volume, I don't know necessarily want to be honest, but man, I know our beef customers love pork. I mean, it's just a thing. I mean, if you like beef, you like pork. If you like pork, you like beef, most likely. And if you can imagine these pigs being raised on sweet potatoes, I mean, it's going to be good. So anyway, that's probably coming most likely in 2023, along with shipping. So that's been a big Achilles heel for us, is figure out shipping. You have to have a certain amount of volume to get prices down. Well, you don't start with that kind of volume. So how do you get prices down as quickly as possible? So we're still exploring shipping. I hope to have shipping ready to go here pretty soon. Now that we're in the off season of the Conway Farmers Market, I've got more time to focus on things like that. And so I'm hoping to get that done. So those are some of the highlights from the trip. So if you have any questions, send us a message or a comment on here, and I'll answer them. Next thing we talked about is our growth. This started in 2019 as just an idea. It's like, what if we did a farm to table concept? Charlie had been raising cows for nearly 40 years at that point, so he knew what he was doing. I needed to figure out what I was doing on the sales, logistics, marketing side of things. So, we started in 2019 with only 6 whole beef. And that was 2 in October, 2 in November, 2 December. I mean, I still have the original list of people who bought from us, and a lot of them have come back and bought more, so we appreciate that. 2020, we did 30 and just couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe we sold 30 whole beef. And then here comes 2021, and we sold 50. Man, that's got to be it, right? That's got to be the max. No, 2022, we're on pace to sell 76 whole beef. Again, that's just a number that we didn't see it coming. We just didn't know. Well, here, how about this for a number? We have scheduled to process 126 whole beef in 2023. That's a lot. That's a lot more than I'd ever imagined we would do. So this only works with returning business, referral business, the marketing being effective. We're trying to beef up we've got a MailChimp account, so we're trying to beef up our email process and the database. We've got probably 650 people in there right now, probably need a couple thousand, but we want to do it organically. And so it takes a little longer to do that. But it's very effective. I mean, anytime we send out an email, we usually get orders from that. So anyway, that's a big number. It's a big number. So, but we're excited about it, and we think we can do it, or we wouldn't put that number up there. So 2023 is a big year for us. 2022 is still a big year. We still have, 14 whole beef available to sell between now and the end of the year. So, and speaking of, so we've got 2 events coming up that I wanted to share with you. The first one was actually this Saturday. I hadn't even broadcast it yet. I need to. We're going to do a Shop the Trailer event at the Haynes Ace Hardware in Conway. It's over by the high school. We'll be there this Saturday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. or until I sell out. I've only got about a beef and a half, so it's not like I have a ton of beef there, but I've got enough to justify setting up and lets people get their individual cuts of meat. Then I'll have mini samplers, beef snob samplers there. And then so that's that event. So on December 3rd, a few weeks down the road, we are going to be a part of the winter market, which is also at Haynes Ace Hardware. You'll see a lot of the Conway Farmers Market vendors for that one. It's huge. I mean, I bet they've got 50 vendors already signed up. Last year was a big deal for us. It was a really good day. And I'll probably have 5 whole beef at least available at that one. So there I'll be selling quarters and halves and wholes to go along with samplers and your individual cuts, because I'll have plenty of inventory on hand for that one, and that'll be a big deal. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/beef snobs to look for more information on that, because I believe it's on there. But anyway, so that's kind of the recap of the retreat. It was a lot of fun. It was so cool to get away for a minute with the family. Seeing my daughter run around Silver Dollar City was a blast. She was worn out. We all were worn out every evening when we got home. They've got the lights up right now, so that was really cool. So it was the first weekend for the lights. So we're really happy to get away, but it allowed us to kind of refresh, regroup, get refocused, and come right back and get to work. So we hope to see you out at not the farmer's market, that's closed, at Haynes Ace Hardware this Saturday. I'll post some information here pretty soon. And then again on December 3rd, the Winter Market. You can always order online at beefsnob.com. We've got plenty of quarters, halves, and wholes available, and look forward to delivering to your house here pretty soon if you do place your order. And thank you so much. Thank you for all you've done for our family. It is so appreciated. You have no idea. We're having a blast doing what we're doing, and it's because of you we get to do that. So thank you very much.